This conversation is scheduled for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Coming to the conversation, AEW's Creative, and what can they do to bring more excitement to their product? Plus, the MACKDOWN Fantasy Wrestling Recap. All that and more right now on the MACKDOWN Podcast. Why give us the fucking shebang right out the gate? Because it's quote-unquote a hot match. It's like, yeah, of course it's a fucking hot match. It's the biggest match you have in your entire program. Oh. Toe scissors. Oh, man.
Wow. We sat there for an hour and a half.
Hour and a half? It was like 4.5.
Dude, we talked, we yelled, we screamed, we cried. It was just crazy.
Welcome, everybody, to the MACKDOWN Podcast, episode 53. We got the whole crew here today, started with myself. Obviously, I wasn't on the first episode that we are all on all streaming devices except iTunes. Fuck iTunes right now.
Fuck iTunes, bro.
Just asterisk beside it. But I am one of the hosts, Cam. I come here and speak facts, not opinions. So, you know the old saying, if you don't like me, you can bite me. And that's where we're going to go from here. So, I'm going to go over to old Mr. Mike.
That's me. What's up, man?
Not much, man. You know, it's crazy how the wrestling world changes. And, you know, a year ago, we felt like AEW was on top of the world. And a year later, we feel like they're dying. So, you know, every week, something different. We got Mr. AJ Mitchell.
How you doing over there?
What up, man?
Doing good. AJ's always feeling good, always looking good, and always ready to talk about what we talking about today. How you doing?
What up, AJ? We got Mr. B.
How's it going?
And not much, Mr. B. How's it going over there in your world?
Pretty good. Ready to
And
start the
course,
podcast.
It wouldn't be the podcast without the Queen, Kimmy.
Oh, that's me. That's right. You mean the
Queen.
champ is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
Oh, the champ. I mean,
royalty.
Reigning, defending.
Reigning
she's
defending.
the regional champ, but I'll take the yearly crown right
shit.
now.
Yeah. That's
He
fine.
won at Mania. That's all that matters.
I got the
right?
belt. That's all that really matters.
Yeah. I just let it all slip from whatever. It's game.
You got all Theory sitting over there. AJ Austin Theory Mitchell.
Yeah, oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mike, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Let you go over the rundown and lead us into what we're gonna be talking about today.
All right, man. Appreciate the intro. So, what I wanted to discuss was AEW's Creative. How it's being presented to us. How do you feel about it? Is it lazy? Is it chaotic? Kimmy, like you said, is it...
What creative? They're doing really bad at it.
Well, you said it's almost like they're in panic mode.
They are in panic mode, dude. It's almost like they keep trying to, because Cam had sent in the group chat, hey, do you think that, CM Punk's return was forced, basically, or, shot up a little bit just to try to, have some competition with the last few weeks of Triple H, you know what I mean? Which has been really, really good.
What I was going to say, too, is that, I don't know if he was not cleared to wrestle yet or not. Cam, I don't know if you know a little bit more about that, but...
That cracks me up every time I see Cam's picture up there. I forget.
I haven't seen that he's not necessarily cleared to wrestle, but I've seen that he's not ready, and so you're gonna see a lot of vignette and interview segments and not a quote-unquote wrestling match right now.
So here's the deal.
He's wrestling Wednesday. That's why I'm kind of just
Here's the deal. So you presented to us, Mr. MacD, the creativity or lack thereof creativity, or just what the fuck is going on with AEW's direction on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah,
WWE's telling stories. I mean, and and just to go off and then come back in. I hadn't been a big Karrion Kross guy when he was in NXT. I said, man,
Ditto that, AJ. Ditto. We both weren't.
Yeah. That promo he cut on SmackDown this week, bro. The Chosen One
You mean
promo?
when he was allowed to kind of have his own input into the
Bro,
promo
I
and
said-
not have it written for him?
Finally,
Amazing.
Mike, yes, I am now 100% on the Karrion Kross train. I like that. Going back to now, AEW, their presentation of storytelling has been so outlandish. I mean, there's no A doesn't connect to B, which makes to C. It's like they go A, R, then back to C, then to Z, then to W, then throwing a little bit of TST in there. It's like,
Oh, they go back to T.
yeah, they go back to T. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, it's that old Paul Abdul song. I take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. You know, it's no clear conscience. I don't understand anything. The Pinnacle's back.
Are they though?
Yeah. Wardlow said, "Hey, when you want him, not Wardlow. What's his name? The Dak.
Dax.
Dax.
One
of
of the
them.
FTR.
Yeah.
The
One of
bald
the
one or
FTR.
the
No,
one
no,
with
no.
the
The one with the hair.
All right, that's Dak. That's Cash.
That's Cash Wheeler. Yeah. So he's like, you want to mess with the Pinnacle and stuff? I was like, bro, what the Pinnacle?
Yeah, we thought they died a long time ago.
And you guys didn't even say you disbanded. At least Jericho's first. What was the first thing with Jericho had?
You already forgot the name.
I see. Yeah, but at least they disbanded.
The
Inner Circle.
The inner
Yeah,
circle.
Inner Circle.
You know, I got the damn T-shirt too. But at least they disbanded. You know, with some kind of understanding that they were no longer a group.
Do you think that's because Jericho had his hands in it, and
Of
he's
course.
he's basically doing the creative for that story?
Here's the problem: Tony Khan wants to be creative, and wants to be the Triple H and the Vince McMahon and the Bruce Pritchard all at once, but then be also the yes man to everybody. Yes, you can do this on your screen. Yes, you can do that. So many people aren't happy with being with AEW. I mean, me being long-winded here is just
Well, you've
setting
been
the
down.
table.
You've been super down on it.
What, AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a WWE guy for life. You guys know,
Right, but you don't pick sides, though. You're not like one or the other. It's like you're giving AEW a chance.
yes, I love wrestling.
They're just not
It's
giving you what you want right
bro,
now.
and it's hard to watch.
Dude, I will say 6 to 8 months ago, I was like, oh, yeah, it's Wednesday, it's Friday, I want to watch AEW, I'll watch SmackDown, I'll watch Monday Night Raw whenever, I'll just catch up on it. But now I find myself the exact opposite, where I'm like wanting to watch Monday Night Raw and I'm wanting to watch SmackDown, but I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll catch AEW whenever.
And I'm gonna do this. Just gonna do this. Mr. B has been the AEW like flag bearer here. He is in my opinion, he's like the WCW flag bearer when WCW was around. And in that instance, when there was an
what
AEW,
I watched the most of when I was growing up.
right? And you are, in my opinion, one of those Southern wrestler fans. Like, you know, I like to see them brawls. Don't kayfabe
Yeah.
me, boy. You know,
I'm
that's
more
a-
about the wrestling.
right, rather than the gimmicks and the hey, this guy's got, you know, all that stuff. So in
Nice
your
storyline is good. I mean, it helps tell the story in the ring. But when it's strictly story driven, that's when I'm like, eh.
you don't want to see the vignettes. You want to see the fight.
Well, I don't mind the vignettes as long as it's like before the match to get you into the match.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and don't do what they did on that last pay-per-view where, who was
Vignettes like
Yeah,
3-4
SummerSlam.
matches before.
In between every
Summer-
single fucking thing.
SummerSlam did way too many vignettes. Yes, and that was the ending of Vince's reign and terror. But what is your and this is I want to get in your brain with this. What is your opinion of the AEW creative? You being such a big flag bearer and more of a bigger fan than I would say the casual.
Well, I feel the biggest problem from what I've read is he's been hard to work with lately.
He being
And
Tony
he's
Khan.
Yeah,
Tony
he
Khan.
being Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. Well, he's pretty much their creative, really. They do have some actual wrestling talent in the back, or not talent. I mean, like experience in the back.
You mean people like to help him
Yeah,
lead him down
yeah.
creative? Okay.
Yeah, like
Well, like Jericho, for
Jericho
instance.
example. Yeah.
Isn't Tony done working with them, or is he still with the E?
What?
Or I'm sorry, Kevin Sullivan. Isn't Kevin Sullivan working with them?
Yeah, but not like the devil Kevin Sullivan.
Right. I mean, there's another Kevin Sullivan in the
there's
business,
another producer.
but
yeah.
he's like known in the business. Like,
Dude, I can already tell you what AEW's problem is. There's the first problem, at least. They're like literally have become a homeless shelter.
Wow.
They're just like, I'll take you in. I'll take you in. I'll take you in. I'll take you in too. How about I'll hire you as well? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take you as well. Here's a contract. Just sign in every fucking buddy, dude.
She called AEW a home. That's a soundbite for you. AEW is a homeless shelter.
Well, that's kind of what it feels like, though. They're just like, oh, you need help? You fucking lost your job? Come on in. You know what I mean? And so now they have such an influx of all this talent when we had such a good group of talent to begin with, and that's all they needed to work off of.
I mean, Kimmy, he
And
bought Ring of
and all
Honor,
them
though.
are being kind of put on the back burner or being let go. And it's like, oh, I get all these new toys. And it's like, there's almost like no camaraderie. Like, you can obviously tell, like, on screen. So, like, just for instance, literally 1 year ago yesterday was the anniversary of CM Punk
yeah.
debut. And
they put a
you
shirt on
couldn't
the
tell
thing.
AEW
shop.
anything. Like, they thought they were on top of the world. They were overtaking the business. And I get it. Like, I mean, I understand. Like, they had a lot of momentum. But it's almost like when they first were created, it was like, oh, it's a family atmosphere. It's fun. And
Right.
now that's not transforming on screen. And it's almost like that's kind of lost that same camaraderie backstage.
It's WCW after the NWO. That is
think-
what AEW is right now being presented as. Yeah, because after NWO was gone in WCW, there was no stories, bro.
Well,
What
that's
you-
not the NWO's fault, though.
No, and
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so listen to what I'm saying again. I'm not saying the NWO or anything in AEW was NWO like. I'm saying NWO, or excuse me, AEW, they are presenting material similar to what WCW did after NWO was gone. They didn't have anything.
Throwing everything at the wall.
They're throwing everything at us. Hopefully something will stick. You're putting your main event in the beginning of the show. You're ending it with
That's
matches that
that's
don't
my
make-
biggest thing with them is like, why give us the fucking shebang right out the gate because it's quote unquote a hot match? It's like, yeah, of course it's a fucking hot match. It's the biggest match you have in your entire program.
Right.
It's
Don't
your world
say-
title like what are you doing? So when
Yeah,
you give us
people are gonna
that,
turn the channel.
yeah, as soon as that's
Yeah.
over with, I literally have nothing else to see. There's nothing else for me to really.
It's background music at that point.
Well,
Yeah,
and you
it's
have
just
missing
you're watching wrestling to
opportunities.
watch it.
Totally. And you're missing opportunities to have backstages and, like, you know, seeing them backstage before they come out and have a match. And, like,
build.
exactly.
Building
Even
it the
during
whole
that
night.
time. Exactly. And I think their biggest problem 2A, basically, is that when they first started, like you said, it was camaraderie and all that. But I think that's because they were focused on doing their own thing. And they're focused on being professional wrestlers. And they're focused on their own brand. And I think Tony Khan has gotten so wrapped up in becoming the competition. And
But that's exactly what he does. He'll tell you the exact opposite. He's like, we're not the competition. We are
The alternative, yeah.
no, but in the background, it doesn't feel that way. The way
Right.
that their shows are coming off, it doesn't feel like they're not constantly watching WWE and what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
almost
mean?
like they're copying and pasting their.
But here's
Totally.
Like,
the,
and
but here's,
honestly,
It does
they're
feel like
copying and
that for
pasting
real.
their old creative.
but here's the deal, though. I mean, even if that's the case, you there's no reason to compete with someone who doesn't even have a show on the same night you do. You can have good, clean wrestling show with no other competition.
Right, but he's got that ego.
I mean, then that's on him, bro.
I think he's
Like-
too much of a fan in the business.
I don't-
Well, like Kimmy said, he's a yes man. Like he's trying to please everybody, but then also trying to do all creative by himself. He's like, oh yeah.
But see, he
I
also
like that,
doesn't
yeah.
have the experience like Triple H or like Vince had. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come from the wrestling business. He didn't grow up in the wrestling business.
I feel like
I
the
feel
guy
like he just wants to do what he did as a kid because he's always talked about booking his own show as a kid.
dude, he legit did say that he did run a program that he's had written down since he was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
On Busted Open. That was like me
12,
back in the day.
12.
I wrote I booked the territory back in the day with action figures and shit. That would be like me writing a script from then, holding on to it, and then trying to place it forward today. It's like, well, first of all, that's different because the times have already changed. So
Right, this-
what
so-
works then doesn't necessarily work now in a sense.
So many different intervals that connect, and not to mention your audience has changed. So
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I feel like since Cody's been gone, that place has been a complete
Yeah.
fucking.
Yes.
It's just been a train off the rails, man.
That's what I think needs to save it. Not Cody Rhodes himself, because of course he's with WWE now and all, and they had a falling out there. So
maybe they hire Freddie
someone-
Prinze Jr.
like maybe
Shit.
put Jericho in that kind of role.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
He
I'm
is.
sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure
he's-
he's.
Well, no,
running
I'm
his own
saying like
creative.
because I mean, it's not showing that much. I mean,
Dude,
in
Tony-
It is
his
for him.
It is,
for
yeah.
him, but I'm saying for the show in general.
Well, he doesn't.
I'm not
I see
saying-
what you're saying. Have Jericho have more input on the overall show.
Yeah.
I think it's a Jericho decision not to do that.
It might be. Yeah, I don't think he wants to be in that role.
Yeah, the Young Bucks are the ones that are in that EVP role.
and he's not allowed to be in that role too.
Yeah, and Tony Khan's not giving
that's
up
Tony
creative.
Khan. No, Tony Khan basically stripped. Is he sole creative at this point?
yes.
He's 100% sole creative, right?
Yeah. Cam,
Because-
back me up on that. Isn't that the truth?
I mean, I've read that he took all EVP stuff and
Oh, so he
like,
took
he's
everything.
doing all-
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
There
doing
it is.
creative and everything. And I think that's too, like, that was one of my things. Like, obviously, like, y'all checked out on AEW like 3 months in. So, like, I'll watch it from afar.
Yeah, you've been gone
and
for a
then,
while.
Like, and Hangman, like, Hangman's build kind of pulled me back in. And then he completely dropped the ball at that. And then after that, I was just like, oh, fuck this.
Checked out.
But, yeah, but it's like, almost like he lied. That's how it comes off. It's like, hey, I'm gonna use all these names to help me get where I want to be, and then once I get there, all right, hey, it's my name, it's my money, I'm taking back what's mine. Like, I told you what you wanted to hear to get me here, and now that I'm here, I don't need you no more. And that's how it almost feels. And
Well-
then you have everybody like, oh, can I trust this guy? And you know, you're hearing a lot more people being unhappy. So
Hey,
That is
three-
out
I don't
there.
I don't
Three
know. And
letters.
it's translating on the TV to where it's not, you know, it's not as good a product like where they should still be building. It's almost like they're going backwards.
Like I said, 3 letters, and it's going to happen. I've said it before. Go back to the archives. You can read it, hear it, listen to it. AEW is on its way to becoming the UWF. Straight up. Tony Khan, Vaseline, nudity, cocaine.
Well, I'm going to tell you right
Oh,
now.
thank you.
If they continue on the trend that they're going now, I mean, I feel like they have a solid fan base. Like, they have a very niche fan base right
They
now.
have a very hardcore fan base, and they have a
Yeah,
fan
Mr. B.
base that it almost, you know, how we're bitching about AEW, that same fan base is bitching about WWE because
Which
they were
is-
fed up with Vince and checked out. So
Well,
I
and
mean,
you say
I
they
get it.
started
Well,
with
now
like
that's
so many
changing,
big
though,
names,
too.
but I don't think they needed that. I've been saying this week over week. All of the people that
Homegrown.
started in AEW, quote unquote, homegrown AEW talent coming from the indies into AEW to start, those are the people I'm interested in. I've said it again. Where the fuck is Pac? Where
Dude,
the
no
fuck
shit.
is
He had,
Pac?
he had a promo.
Where the fuck is MJF?
He's
that's the question
Yeah,
right
that's a
there.
big question.
Dude,
Yeah.
well, and that's why.
That's another thing that I would think would have to happen. Him come back.
Yeah.
It's been
I think it's
rumored,
coming,
but
though.
yeah.
Well, so leading into the next point that I had for this topic, this is actually a perfect segue. Leading into this, what you guys are talking about with MJF and what could possibly happen, what is it that makes you want to watch? What is it right now, like with the roster they have right now, what can they do to step their game up to go, you know what? Fucking yeah, I'm excited for that. Is there anything? There has to be something.
They gotta cut half that roster. They gotta cut that roster.
Well, I mean,
down.
that's not going to make you turn around and start watching immediately,
Well,
though.
It
The
will-
trios tag is a good start, at least.
Yeah.
See, no.
It's not bad. It
But
It's
It's
actually-
using more
Too
talent.
many
I mean, it's his
belts,
opinion,
though, bro.
It's using
I s-
more
I
talent.
see what you're saying.
Show your work. Why do you feel like it would be beneficial?
Well, it's something different that we normally don't see on TV in the wrestling world. Is a
The
we
six
just
man
see
cha-
it.
tag
Yeah,
champ?
we just see the tags and which I'm not saying that's. I like having a lot of belts. I don't mind having a lot of belts on a show, especially if they're split between 2 or 3 different shows or something like that. You know.
You all right?
But it's another way to use more of that talent they got that they're only showing on like Dark or Elevation.
just start bringing folks up in a trios spot,
Yeah.
going, "Hey, we've all banded
And I imagine
together,
there's
and
a
we're
lot
gonna-"
of them that have worked together. So
And AEW loves a faction. Let's
Yeah.
fucking be
That-
honest.
that is true.
Oh, faction wars. Here we go.
I see what you're saying.
Rocky
Gang
Mountain Pro Wrestling.
Wars.
So it just gives more people more opportunity to kind of shine in the spotlight.
Yeah,
s-
and then we may
scenario.
see that same person in a singles role down the road.
Well, and they do a lot of triple threat matches even in WWE,
Yeah.
so it does make sense to put
Plus
a title
they're-
around it if
yeah.
they're going to be together, like the New Day, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
You know
Plus-
what I mean?
Plus, they're so tag heavy compared to WWE.
Well, they got 300 people on their roster. Of course, they're tag heavy. I mean, everybody's.
Well,
a
no,
tag
they
team.
were always talking that no, we're gonna feature more tag matches.
Well, they proved that.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
they
the
do.
thing, and if you don't want to cut your roster, make Ring of Honor, and have those folks over there.
Yeah,
Similar to NXT.
agree.
NXT is NXT. You have those folks over there. You bring up, people here and there. Cool, that's great. Pay-per-views, awesome. But it doesn't need to be like this constant rotation of all these folks in
Right.
all these different brands doing all the things. You know what I mean? They need to have a more AEW isolated show.
I agree.
That
Yeah.
right there, to me, would be the first change. Get all these side folks back on their side shows. And have my
Focus on
main
your
roster here, so I can see Hangman, the champ, when he's the champ on a constant basis, and not ever, like Cam said, they fucking killed it. That was
Yeah,
like
they
kind of the
did.
beginning of the end. Like obviously Cody left, but the way they handled Hangman's run also
Dude.
fucking killed their momentum,
think-
dude.
I think one thing too, and I think we'll all agree, like obviously like WWE's had a lot of stuff that they fucked up over the years, but the one thing that they got absolutely right from beginning to end in NXT was the Undisputed Era. Like there's nothing about the Undisputed Era's run you can bitch about.
Nope.
And from the build, and so for them to literally one TV and then you to quote unquote basically like go directly into it on your TV is like almost like blatant, like
It's blasphemy.
not creative.
Mhm.
No.
Like it's not being creative, and it's almost literally the exact same way they were formed on NXT. It's the exact same way you laid it out in AEW, and it's just like, bro, change it up. Like we've
There's
seen
a lot
this.
of copycat shit on that show, man.
Yeah,
They're
But
doing
then
a
you
lot
sit
of
here and say that
nostalgic
it's
shit for the
it's
fans.
alternative.
Sorry about that, Cam.
Oh no, you good, but it's just saying is I'm like, damn, like you saying it's the alternative, but what has been the alternative? It's
Mm-hmm.
literally copy and paste, wash, rinse, repeat.
Yep. That's why them in the beginning was so much better. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like that. It was so different. The people that they were, the talent that they were showing was different. Dude,
It was fresh.
even like their women's champion, the whole women's division right at the
Bro,
beginning was so
Where is
diverse.
Britt Baker?
Dude, she was
Where
on,
is
she
Britt
did,
Baker?
yeah, she did cut a promo the other
Yeah,
day,
she did.
but that's about it.
On Rampage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I mean,
And she was
Like,
cutting a
it's like-
promo about it too, saying like, "Hey, if you don't want the best fucking thing you got going on your show, on your pay-per-view, then that's a you problem type of deal, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, it's just like you put all your money into her. She may have been in multiple shows, and now you can't find TV time for her.
Dude, plus
Like,
she's fucking great.
and she's your
let's be
most
honest.
over. Like, you have her and literally Orange Cassidy are your two most over acts on your whole TV show,
Yep.
and
Disappeared.
you can't find time for her.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I feel like he'll get the build going, the build will get going, and then as soon as they get to the top, he just doesn't know where to go from there. Like he just literally doesn't know what to do when he gets
Yep.
to that spot. As soon as you've achieved that mountaintop, it's like, okay, you're done. Boom. I don't know what else to do for you. You're here. So
He kind of doesn't know how to have a Roman, essentially, where it's
he doesn't know how to
they're
keep
just
the momentum
strong,
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, also, do y'all think this is becoming? I know this wasn't wrote down, so it's kind of just off the cuff. But do y'all think this is also getting known throughout the business, and that's why he's not able? Like, we're not seeing free agents flaunt over there, big time free agents. Obviously, we have a lot of mid card, low card, and independent wrestlers signing with them, but not established big names anymore. Do y'all think that's part of the reason why? Because it's getting out and known that he don't know what to do.
Well, you can just tell by the show that he kind of doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, the
It seems a
pacing
little
is not
chaotic, and they're
good,
like, oh, well, if I go there, how am I ever going to get TV time? How am I ever going to
Right.
build my character? How am I ever going to, you know what I mean, get into the feuds that I want to get into or have any sort of say over my story and all that? So I don't know.
I mean, I know Andrade and Miro have both kind of been vocal and hinting to it, and even the Varsity Blondes
Yeah.
have been hinting to they don't like how they're getting booked in their position.
Do people like Miro was like as far as they should have went as far as hiring released WWE talent?
He's like a homegrown WWE talent too.
Yeah,
At
so
that.
it's,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I do think a little bit of it is Miro. I think Miro is kind of his own, or like his biggest enemy. Like he kind of gets himself in a lot of shit too.
He probably has a voice and an opinion.
You think Lana would help his presentation on AEW?
I feel like
He's
that's
got-
what he's been
he's
hinting to.
He has been kind of hitting to it, yeah.
They keep mentioning his wife.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it don't matter. He can mention all he wants. He's got to actually be presented for it to work.
That's true.
So
So what
I mean,
would you say is
it's
the
been
most
wrong.
consistent program right now? Like what is when you think AEW programming, what is it right now that jumps into your head forefront?
John Moxley. Like you have some people that can never get on TV, and then he's overexposed.
Not a damn thing jumps to my mind about AEW.
Like
Dude,
there's not one program
No,
like going right
I
now
mean-
that
Oh,
sticks
yeah,
in your brain?
Program wise, I'm with AJ.
No, there
It's
isn't,
almost
bro.
a wrestler.
It's just wrestling, yeah. I mean, Daniel Garcia, that shit with him and
Oh,
Daniel
God.
Bryan, with Bryan Danielson. That's the
They're
only
really trying to get that motherfucker
over.
dude.
That's the only consistent thing going on. That's realistically, that's it, bro.
When I'm with Mr. B, the triple or the
They got
tag
it
team,
The trios
with
tag.
the
the
tournament
trios
and
tag
everything.
is the. Yeah, I can't even. I
Whatever
don't know
the-
why triple threat always comes to
Yeah,
mind, and I'm like, that's
same.
not right.
Same. I do the same
So
shit.
the trios
So-
tag team, yeah, that's the only thing right now that AEW that I'm been like a little bit interested because I like the Young Bucks and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Kenny coming back.
I like tag team type shit. So yeah, I'm down with that. But other than that, I'm like, meh. All these other matches are so random that I'm like, well, I don't care about this.
There's nothing on
Yeah.
there that.
So it's
that
just
makes
match
sense.
for match
It
sake,
is.
kind of, and there's not really a story attached.
Yeah. That's why I don't have very much input on this, because AEW doesn't have very much input on what the fuck they presented to me.
Well, and then
You know?
Cam says Moxley, and then they move the fucking match out of the pay per view.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't.
And then CM Punk.
Is that real? I mean, do you think they changed the card because of what Punk did, Cam?
I don't know, man.
It's
I'm
That's
not-
like, what,
it
a
feels like
punishment?
out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, it's just like, no,
Well-
we're moving it from the pay per view, which was going to be a great main event, by the way.
He talked all this shit about Hangman during that promo.
Yeah, I don't know how much is
I think, like I said,
worse or
Triple
not.
H said it best. I send this to a couple of you guys. Triple H said it best. Phil will only do what's good for Phil, and then he wants to be a martyr and say, "I'm going to die on this hill for the betterment of who? Phil." That's who.
Yeah.
Not the fans, not the company, not
Because
the
you're hearing
business.
they're worried about him not showing up now, and it's like, oh,
A
we've
take
seen
your
this-
ball and go
we've seen
home
this
situation.
movie before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I mean,
If that happens, wow.
Well, I mean,
John
yeah.
Moxley is like, but John Moxley is like Sasha Banks on steroids when it comes to me.
No, I think Sasha Banks has a right to say a lot of what she says.
Well, here's the deal. What I'm saying is that Sasha will take her ball and go home or have her moments, but nowhere near to the point of what nowhere near to what CM Punk has done over the years.
no, because she's always professional. When she's on TV,
Yeah.
she's doing her thing.
She'll have her moment backstage
Yeah.
and break down and all that shit. It's only because she burns herself
But
out.
I think I think a lot of it goes back to equality with her as well. So
well, yeah, right.
I'm gonna leave that one alone because
Yeah.
I think hers is a little deeper than just creative.
Yeah, that's why I
to
said I
whereas-
feel like she has
to
the
whereas
right.
with CM Punk is if I don't get my way, then I'm going home.
Right.
He has
That's a whole
a
new-
complex.
It's not gonna work for me, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
even
tough, dude.
bringing CM Punk back, no disrespect to him, and I know he's great and everyone loves him or whatever, but you did kind of like overshadow all your other talent in that way, and like yeah, he is kind of being presented in this like he's the echelon type, you know what I mean? And I don't know.
Plus, I don't need to see him come out every. He's usually the one that starts the show.
He's like, I was
Moxley?
gonna be mad,
No,
but
no.
then
Punk when
yeah,
Punk
yeah.
first came, and before his injury and everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
letting him
he's
cut the promos and
Yeah, he's in
yeah.
the middle of the ring starting the show. We don't need that.
See, I've liked CM Punk in the aspect of I always thought he was a good wrestler. I always thought he told good stories when he was involved in certain storylines. But overall, just as a person who has seen people come and go in this business, who's been on both sides, fan and someone like that coming along, yeah, you have to protect yourself and your brand. I get it. But if you can't do business and you're willing not to do business because it doesn't benefit you in the over, that's bro, bye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing: if he had the draw power to where he could actually get away with it, if you're a
It is in
Hogan
Chicago,
or if you're
yeah. where they're
yeah,
matches.
but I mean,
yeah, but
what
look how long it took for
he hasn't
Hogan,
really
though.
brought much to the table as far as ratings go.
Right.
Like
Nope.
he has not been a draw to the point that they thought he was going to be, to where it's like,
Right.
hey, we're going to start beating the competition. Like Jericho even came out not too long ago and was like, yeah, in 6 months we're going to be beating Raw's ass.
That's what I
That
mean.
was
They're
in
focused on the
September. Yeah, I seen it.
competition.
And it was in September, and last September he said it, and
Yep.
a whole year later, they've never beaten Raw once. They
It's
hadn't
all-
even been within 600,000.
It's only because
God damn.
and now it's going to be worse now because
Hunter's back. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter's taking over.
Yeah.
Bro, just
Hunter
the-
ain't missing.
No,
just the change and everything, and that's another thing. You know,
Hunter's about to drive this bitch forward.
Dude, even the Viking Raider fucking little vignette was.
AJ didn't like it.
Listen, I thought it was cool, like, because they're bringing them back in like a more, because you know that those dudes, especially Eric,
yeah,
right?
they're real Vikings.
Totally.
Yeah,
And so it just makes sense. And
Sarah
then,
Logan was in the video too.
dude,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
they're like
cool.
burning the bootios and like all the stuff in the fucking. It
All
was
the
fucking
merch,
funny.
all
See,
the merch.
But
I didn't
it's a
mind
good
it.
way to continue their storyline, but in a less
Right.
like
We
I'm
don't-
a Viking
we
kind of
don't
way.
need to see
You know
him
what
in
I'm
the
here's
saying?
ring
the
every
deal.
week, you
The
know what I mean?
presentation, I feel you. I just skipped through it because I was just like, whatever. I felt it was.
He's like,
it was.
this don't benefit me in fantasy. I'm
Yeah,
going, bye.
pretty much. But I.
Fantasy
I-
ruin his watching.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. It was presented better than Hit Row this week. Because a rap video in the middle of a damn show, and Mike keeps telling me, well, it's about.
I didn't hate it, man. They're presenting them.
But see, I didn't like
there.
that though. See, okay, going back
And they're
to the whole
starting a program
presentation
now with the Triple M, the male models
Oh,
deal or
God.
whatever. So they're
Whatever.
going to have a little
So-
beef, and then they'll get over them, and then they'll just keep climbing. The
But here's the
chain.
deal. Look at how the one thing AEW is doing right is the presentation of the Acclaim. When they give the
Are they? When are they presented?
well, when they are
At
presented,
11
how
o'clock
about
on Friday night?
that?
Again,
When they are
present the
presented.
good talent we want to see.
Yeah, because the Acclaim, I'm not gonna lie, the Acclaim is super over, bro. Any reason?
Sesame Daddy.
Yeah, even if they got heat.
Oh, that shit
Hey,
makes my
Cam
fingers
said
hurt.
that shit. He's like the story that he's most interested in is fucking
Is
Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
Billy Gunn.
and here's the
Yeah.
deal. When the Acclaim do a rap video or they do the rap, they do it in a vignette form, which is cool because it has all the bells and whistles that go along with it. That crowd in no way, shape, or form was feeling that Hit Row rap. For one, you're in Canada.
They-
You know what I mean?
They've
Like,
been back 2 weeks too, though.
Yeah, they're
but,
just
so
still
what I'm
presenting.
saying is, you present them with a vignette of a rap video, and then when you have them come out, they could do a little something for their entrance, but you don't take up a whole segment
Why
for
not?
for them to do it live,
I mean, what,
unless
what if,
they're established, bro.
well, I mean, what if that's what they're trying to do? What
but
if they're
see,
trying
no,
to
there's a
establish them?
difference. John Cena, when he did that shit live in front on Raw, when he did his theme song live, that shit had been out for like 2 or 3 years, and we've heard it, and it was kind of drilled into our brain. These dudes, what can you tell me what Hit Row's out song was called?
Hit Row.
Nope, it damn sure wasn't.
I don't
See,
know.
exactly. You don't even.
They said Hit Row in the song.
They
plenty
say
times.
it in there, but the song was actually called "We're Back."
I mean, that's fine.
Okay, but why not have a video for? Anyway, long story short, I just felt the presentation of how they did Viking Raiders was way better. Even though I wasn't as interested, I felt the presentation was way better than what they did for Hit Row. That's just what I'm saying.
Well, no,
I
like
see
the
what you're
Acclaim
saying.
too, because they
They
do that
coulda-
shit live on their entrance, which is
Yeah.
hilarious, and it's always related to the person that they're about to fight.
Acclaim.
Yeah,
Yes,
so it's
that's
just
what-
like
that's
it's
why I
like a
love
rap,
it.
but like also I'm shit talking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that.
It's
Yeah,
not-
because the
It's-
crowd
it's
will
a
be
rap
like,
battle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one-
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
he's
It's-
even got JR saying that shit
Yes,
now.
definitely.
It's-
Like I said, the Acclaim. Sorry, Mr. B. The Acclaim. I love them overall. The only thing I don't like, you already know what I don't like about the Acclaim. It just fucking weirds me out. The scissoring. It's just
He
that
loves
shit
it.
makes
That's
why
why
my
he brings
fingers
it up
doing
every
it.
week.
That shit makes my fingers itch.
That's why they're gonna keep doing it just for you.
What
All
were
right,
you
what
gonna
are you
say?
gonna say, Mr. B?
No, nothing.
Nope.
Never mind.
He said nope.
Oh, you
It's
don't-
lost. It's
He's like, it's gone.
It's
I hate it when that happens.
Oh.
Yep.
That
All right,
happens
Mr.
all
B,
too
scissor
much.
me, daddy.
No.
No.
Just kidding.
here. You can have my foot.
Oh.
Toe scissors.
Oh.
Oh man.
Wow.
I do
AJ
love
don't
Billy
like
Gunn
nothing
being-
touching his feet.
Do not touch
Involved,
my feet.
no.
No.
I'm
So
not talking about with your feet.
is there anything else that anyone thinks that AEW can do?
Well, what is there anything like? Just to clarify, was there anything that anybody can jump in and do right now that would spark interest? Is MJF enough to get your interest back going? Is
For a week,
does
maybe
it?
2.
Yeah. Does it depend on who he's coming back with? Is there anybody that you would like to see heat up that could kind of
Well, they got
re-energize this?
Wardlow as the TNT title holder right now. So I mean, push him more, show him more often.
about that
Do you
storyline.
think that
You
like
got
if he
Pac
was
with-
to run
against
got a
like a
belt.
feud with MJF? Because I think they could have gone further with that one too.
Nope, they just punished him, powerbombed him 40 times, and then have him say he's a fucking marker on TV, and then you never see the motherfucker again. So
Yeah, him and MJF's match, huge disappointment.
huge.
Wardlow and MJF's match was like why?
It could be
Look,
a great feud though.
I get that MJF
Yes.
comes off as like the spoiled brat, like silver spoon. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he doesn't really fight, but like he's very talented, and so they shouldn't make him look as weak as they are.
Well, it was almost like you're doing the deed for somebody and you're on your way out.
Yeah.
That's usually what it looks like, right?
Well, that's what it did. That's what it looked like. They
That's
did
what
for
it
him.
felt like.
Yeah, dude, because he just straight up kicked his ass. He
Yeah,
didn't
he-
even
yeah.
try. He basically was like, I'm dead this whole match. I'm not going to try. I'm just, you know what I mean? It was kind of very, very just meh.
He got like 2 seconds of offense in, and then
Yeah,
it was like
it was-
squash.
It was bad, dude. I did not really. I thought I was going to enjoy that match and get more of a payoff for that storyline because I enjoyed that storyline.
Weeks,
Dude.
weeks of that shit.
Like I
bro.
want out of my contract and the whole whatever, and we knew he was gonna win because obviously he's like, you can't sign a contract with AEW otherwise. So like they did a really good job on the build, but again, once they get there,
Yeah, well, the build is good.
and
Okay,
nothing.
so exploding death match. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's like the payoff is
That's-
always lackluster.
The
and,
payoff is always that exploding death match.
and then the next
Yeah.
thing after that is like just lost until they figure something out.
the fans just sit in the ring and hug while it was.
Oh, by the
yeah,
way,
it's almost
that
just
would
like
be
what just happened.
after that title match. That would be a great way to utilize your fucking ranking systems, you guys. You know,
Because
I
remember,
was
wins and
gonna bring
losses
that
were
up,
supposed to matter, right? Wasn't wins and losses
they're
supposed
supposed
to? Matter?
to. They're supposed to.
Private
and
Party's getting a tag team title shot.
They're number 7.
They're number 5, actually.
5, whatever
Number
it is.
5.
Oh, it's like college.
Oh.
It's like college football. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I always think that too. I'm like, what do these matter? Go ahead,
Yeah, they
Cam.
don't.
Dustin Rhodes ain't been on TV in 8 months, and he's getting a Ring of Honor title match.
Ring of Honor title match.
Yeah, he just walked out and was like, "Oh,
I'll take it.
me."
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that
Who's
was
the champ again? Oh,
Claudio.
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 Again, another. Not that I don't love Claudio. But
Claudio's a strong mofo, too. You saw him carrying Moxley back. And Moxley's like, all right.
dude, it would be. Here's the thing too. If they were going to bring people like Claudio in and stuff like that, I would maybe be a little more excited had you not just debuted like 8 other fucking people this month.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, someone else. Jesus Christ!
Dude.
Like, dude, where the fuck's Johnny? Whatever the fuck's his name?
Johnny Nitro.
Yeah, where the
Or
fuck's he
whatever,
been?
Johnny Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah,
Yeah,
the one we
that
thought
must
was
have
going to
been
be
a
a different
one-day
Johnny.
thing,
He
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah, he literally
yeah.
came out and just like never saw his ass again. What the fuck?
Give me,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been saying this for God knows how long, that the surprises are too much. Mike, you brought this up in the beginning. Hey, what happens if they give us a surprise so much? Or are we going to just be like, okay, what's my surprise this
We're
week?
gonna expect it, and then
Yeah.
when it happens, we're gonna be like, "Oh, boo, that
we're
sucked."
Like,
That's
we're like
super
kids
letdown.
who you keep giving a $20 bill every week, and then one week you're like, hey, I ain't got it. And you're like,
Here's
wait,
a
whoa,
5.
Whoa, you've been giving me a $20 bill for like 6 months. Nah, bro.
Yeah, even a 10, you get a 10, and you're
Yeah,
like,
like,
"Oh, what the
oh.
fuck?"
Well, what's the point of debuting someone if they're not going to put a story behind it and keep them on
Exactly,
TV and keep a
dude.
run? Like,
That
it
was
makes
our
no
bitch.
fucking sense.
That was our main bitch with Vince when he would bring people up from NXT. It's like you're just bringing them up with literally nothing,
Right.
Yeah.
and you're just like, okay, let me try to mold their way in here, and it's like, no, you got to have the story for them to establish them, to build them, introduce us, let us know who the fuck this person is. Like that's proper, like
Toxic Attraction this week. Perfect example. There's
Yeah.
a reason why they're coming up because there's a tag team women's championship on the line.
yeah.
You know, the other tag team got hurt, and so they're like, oh, here's a replacement representing NXT.
I think they were going to do that originally.
But that's
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying, though.
say-
It's a good way to kind of get both teams a little bit of main TV time and
and the
that kind of
fact
stuff.
that-
You know what I mean?
And
Well,
the fact
did-
that they said the titles are going to be defended through all brands.
Well, hang on. Okay. Speaking
Well,
on that, the
wasn't it originally
NXT,
in
that's
it?
the NXT's representative, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was supposed to be Zoe Stark and
Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons. Did she get hurt again?
Zoe
Zoe did, yeah.
Zoe did.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's for
She
real.
literally
for real.
just came back.
And you know how big I was on Zoe, man. I thought
I'm
Zoe
still big
was,
on Zoe.
I think she's like a true, like, give her a couple more years. She's going to be in that upper echelon with the rest of these girls.
She'll be on the main
Well,
roster real
and
soon.
unfortunately, because she is in NXT, and I mean, they have a lot of diva-like girls down there right
well,
now.
that's because that was Vince's vision.
I
Now,
know. So
Hunter's
the
gonna have
real
to redo
wrestlers
all
that are
this.
in there probably getting fucking hurt because they go to do a move and bitch doesn't know what they're doing.
Exactly, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
exactly. Yep.
anyway,
That's it. That's
Anyway.
that's what's been going on. That's what was wrong with the whole Divas generation to begin with. They had Natty and fucking Beth and all them to help that division out.
There you go. Yes, you're right.
And even like you were saying, Cam, on that biographies that I still haven't watched with the Bellas, they were being taught wrong how to do shit.
yeah.
well, that was on purpose.
Well, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
still gotta
saying.
watch
So
that.
who knows what the fuck's going on? That shit can be catty as fuck, I would imagine.
Yeah, Cam, do you know who the trainers are down there in NXT? Well, the Performance Center. I know it's still Albert.
Yeah, Albert, Sarah Del Rey, which is I
It
think
is Sarah Del
her and
Rey.
Cesaro got married.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I know they have a lot of. I know Alex Wright has actually been over here a lot working at the Performance Center.
Wow.
The Spunder Kid. Yeah, do the dance. There
Yeah,
you
that
go.
was one of the kids. I know
The Spunder
Norman
Kid.
Smiley's still down there.
Okay, that's good.
they
Yeah,
got a
so
few.
and then
Sean,
what's
of
the
course.
Britain dude?
Yeah.
Dave,
Brookside.
No.
Brooks-
Yeah, Robbie
Robbie
Brookside.
Robbie
Brookside.
Brookside. Yeah.
Yeah.
damn, he's still out there?
Oh, by the way, for the name that we couldn't figure out, it was Waylon Mercy. For the Bray Wyatt thing when we were talking about that. Cersei's.
Cersei's.
So last
There you
week,
go.
I think it was.
Yeah, last week.
Cersei's.
Yeah, Waylon Mercy, that was his name. Anyway.
Anyway,
Moving on.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think there's anything right now because Kenny came back and that was very lackluster as well.
well, because it was very much like, of course, it's going to be Kenny, right? Like we all
yeah,
kind of
That's
knew.
what I was.
As soon as it wasn't Hangman.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, they should have made it. They should have just never had Hangman go, no, I'm not going to do it.
They should have teased it.
Yeah, they should have
Yeah.
just left it unsaid, and then everyone's kind of expecting Hangman, and then when Kenny comes out, oh shit, you know what I mean? But they're just
Yeah,
they're
that
just giving
entrance.
everything away so fast. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh, here. It's like what
They
the
could have
fuck?
they could have led that all the way up to where they're like backstage in Gorilla.
Dude, yes,
Because it's
exactly.
like they come out and then Hangman shows up and he's like, all right, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, and
they're
then
like,
Kenny comes out.
They're like, no, man, you took too long. We got somebody else. And then they go to the ring.
Yes.
Bam. And then all of a sudden, here comes Kenny.
Yes.
Dude.
Way,
see,
way
these are all
better.
these are all the things that they could be doing.
They just
these
have to have a little
stories.
patience, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to rush through something like all the way to nothing and then all the way to nothing.
Yes.
I mean, like, prime example is the whole like Dexter Loomis thing. We've got 2 weeks
Oh.
and we've been on like the edge of our seat, like, oh shit, like what's next? What's next?
That's how you do it,
And-
man. You got to
and
build.
we
You got to
still don't
build the
have-
mystery
we
and the
still don't
intrigue.
have- we don't have answers or explanations or nothing. And then he ended up, if you watching NXT, like he sent, his wife a love letter, like basically letting her know he's still alive.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
still alive. He's not at Skinwalker Ranch.
I like how they're tying that
He
in,
could
though.
be.
That's the right way to do it, man.
Yeah.
I did laugh though because we were talking about Skinwalker Ranch, and then I'm going through Hulu, and it's like, oh, the secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened to pop up on my feed. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll have to watch this. I didn't yet, but
Yeah,
no,
I'm talking about
interested.
AEW. Just saying.
Yeah, that's why I'm just sitting here like, yeah.
Well, maybe we should.
Well, there's no- I mean,
move
that's
Well, that's why
on
we were
into-
trying to
We're
talk
trying to
about
give
what's
it the
better.
opportunity
Welcome to the shit show.
because it seems like every
called
week we talk about
AEW.
AEW, it's just kind of on the negative. So it's like, well,
Why?
Let's talk about why.
Why is it?
why
so
is it on the negative?
We know
Yeah.
why. We know why. And like I said, to sum it up, my opinion. Once again, I'll reiterate.
Yeah, then
When
we can
you-
move into fantasy.
When you give me straight up shit,
Damn.
don't be mad when I use my wipes and flush. Okay?
Tony Khan will get butthurt if you add him.
Hey, guess what?
He'll block the shit out of you. By the
Tony
way.
Khan.
You block
I
the
got-
shit out of you.
Tony Khan, I just have one thing to say to you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now, grow the fuck up, Tony Khan. Stop being a little bitch ass Mark. Won't you sit there and get your fucking shit together? Hey, Jericho.
And brush your fucking hair.
Smack him upside the head. Tell him to stop doing so much blow. Tell him to stop doing so much crazy shit. Tell him to stop saying yes all the time. And tell him to get somebody who knows what they're doing. Fucking Tony, call Eric Bischoff. Just use him as a
Dude,
mentor
no way.
or a tutor
He's
or
talked
just
so much
something.
shit.
That shit.
Yeah,
Just-
he's talked
Eric's
so
been
much
his biggest
shit.
critic.
Yeah, because he
Yep.
knows. Eric Bischoff knows.
You have to be able to take criticism, especially when you're new at something and you're not
Or
from
you
the
can't.
business. It's fucking dumb.
I feel like putting Tony Khan in a fucking sharpshooter and making him bleed like WrestleMania 13 and just holding his ass in that shit until he fucking agrees to have somebody who knows what the hell they're doing.
Dude, it's the difference of like when even in sports commentary, I make this comment all the time. Like Tony Romo, calling a fucking.
Oh yeah, he calls it before it even happens. It's great.
It's amazing.
I
Plus,
love it.
he's so amped and he knows everything. He's like, oh, and this and details, just little things that normal people wouldn't think of. And then you have some chick on the sideline like, all right, tell me what you think about, your play and your high ankle sprain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you don't know anything about what you're talking about.
You threw the ball 6 yards. Tell me how.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm not saying they don't know about the sport, but if you've never played, if you've never been in it, you're going to have a different perspective than someone who's actually been on the field, been in the ring. You know what I mean? So Tony needs to fucking slow his roll.
That's like me going to go try to coach Tiger Woods right now and telling him how to play golf. Hey, I know you're slipping a little bit there, Tiger. If you use this club here, I don't even know what this club is, but if you use this one right here, I'm pretty sure you're going to get better.
He would have already
that's
slapped
the
you.
putter?
Oh,
do it
shit,
anyways.
Yeah. Use that on the drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Teaching him
it's
wrong.
kind of it's different, when you're playing with action figures in your basement versus actually doing it in front of live television in real life.
There's nothing wrong with
hardly
playing with
any
action
experience,
figures.
but at what you've done yourself.
Hey Cam, I'm gonna use my driver on the fairway. Tell me if that's good.
Man, if you can do driver off the deck, I mean, that's some talented shit. Just don't re-tee it up, because then you'll get that's a hell penalty.
See, I don't know what any of that shit is, and look.
That's why we're gonna go with him. That's why we're gonna go there and fucking have him teach us how to play real quick.
Damn, you really want me to go down to that sweat box? Huh?
You need a fucking vacation, bro.
I'm all right.
Look at him.
I'm all right.
Between November and January, it's not gonna be sweaty.
It's not gonna be sweaty.
It is really nice in the
Swampy.
fall, or in like
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro,
Get out on
so
a nice
everywhere,
crisp
it'd be-
morning.
It'd be fucking Colorado cold in this bitch in February.
So how about?
Yeah,
so
that's
do you
true.
want to do Royal Rumble at his house then?
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Y'all have
That
fun.
would be fun, man.
I plan on coming there. So
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
You
that's
do
right.
plan
He's
on
gonna come
coming
here.
I'm like,
Okay.
I'll drive the ship if you guys
Hey,
go on a vacation.
When's Stephanie due? Do you know?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, it's like a week before
It's in February.
Braxton's birthday, so I think like beginning of February.
yeah.
Okay.
So
February.
probably
Okay, so we
after
need to
February.
do it. We
or
need to do it before then.
Oh, because he's gonna be
Well,
tied
shit,
down.
Yeah.
the Rumble is right there at that same deadline.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's right there.
Babies come when they want to come.
Yeah. So we'd have to do it like. I
It's-
mean,
it's
could
like
do
we
like
go
in
out there.
November, December,
It's like we
something.
go out there right before the Rumble, and then we all fly back here for the Rumble, and then Cam flies back home by himself.
Be picking everybody up.
So it'd be
I'd
like-
have to go to work though still for that week though.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of us.
That
Because
makes-
I'm thinking of
Where do you
taking
think
like a
you're
long
going?
weekend, like a Friday and a
Work?
Monday or some shit.
To work.
yeah, we need like a
Not
hol-
even
like
going.
like how
No.
like how
We
Labor
just
Day's
need
coming
like 4
up.
days, bro.
4 days out there.
We'll fly out on like a Thursday night. We'll
Sounds
get
so
there. We'll
muggy.
get there on a Friday.
Take a red eye.
It sounds
Yeah, we'll have
so
Friday,
muggy.
Saturday, and then Sunday, and we'll fly back Monday.
No, it's really nice out there
You
that
take-
time of year.
Well, see, you forget. I used to live in that area for a while. I was in College Park. I told Mike I want to take him out to where Booker T says he's from, 110th Street in Harlem.
Yeah, in Harlem.
He
It's
says,
like we'll
"Man,"
just get out and go walk around. I'm
He's
like,
like-
yeah, that'll be great.
Oh man, it's not that bad over there.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as can we go out at like 2 in the afternoon? I'm cool with
Yeah,
that. I just don't want to be out at like midnight.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying.
Like
Yeah,
when the
2 in
when
the
the street
morning.
lights
No,
are on. Like I want to
I-
be not there.
I
Yeah.
picture this motherfucker would be like, no, it's like 10:30. We're going.
Yeah, we're going now.
And I'm
We're
like,
gonna play
fuck
some-
you. Nope, no, we're
gonna
not.
walk over there. Be
Dude, no
like,
different than Cleveland. Like we tried to go
Yeah.
downtown Cleveland one night. Woo, buddy! Like I was like, we need to not be ever down here again.
Yeah,
like,
dude, hey, it's sketchy down there, dude.
dude,
Bro.
and just like random homeless people that look all
it's
crazy.
Just, it's just
like
scary,
crackheads
dude. Yeah.
everywhere, just looking at you all fucking like you're about to like
Anybody could get shanked at any time.
at any time.
Oh, so that's downtown Brooklyn.
Downtown.
Okay.
Downtown Atlanta at night ain't fun either.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Just
Yeah, I've been
crazy
downtown
people,
Atlanta
homeless
at night.
people.
That's not cool.
My cousin lives out there.
In the art center area, yeah, that place is scary as hell.
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, our cousin's also like fucking 6'4".
A giant.
Yeah,
6'4". No, he's
6'7".
probably 6'6", dude. 6'5".
Jesus.
He is tall
He's
as
tall
shit.
as he might be like 6'7". He's fucking huge, dude.
He
Damn,
is.
like my brother.
He's
No, he's not as tall as your brother. Your brother's 6'9". But this motherfucker's
Yeah.
tall, dude.
he very.
my baby brother. I'm really the Undertaker here. It's gotta be Dylan.
Yeah, you'd be looking up.
Bro,
at
Yeah.
my older sister
He's
calls me her
18.
little big bro.
My little brother's 18 years old and he's 6'9".
crazy, dude.
Shout out to you, Dylan, man. I hope you're doing well in Texas. He's playing for Texas.
That's awesome.
He's gonna be in the NBA real soon.
That'd be cool as shit, dude.
Yeah, be like, yo, you coming to Denver? Let me
What
see
if
a
he
game.
gets drafted by the Nuggets?
Oh
Bro.
no!
I'd be like, I know someone who knows him.
I know.
Like, for real.
I'm gonna torture him with baby picture. I have so many pictures where I'm taller than him. You know what I mean? I'll be like, you see,
Like,
see
and then
little
it
man?
stops
And
when
he's
he's
like
7.
11.
Yeah, he's like 11. Yeah, he's like 12.
You're like a full grown man.
yeah, I'm like 36.
I'm a grown ass little man,
Grown-ass
as Kevin
little-
Hart would say.
Yeah.
Just go to a game with a sign, his picture on it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh, be like, love you, bro. Love you, baby, bro.
He'd be like, you're never coming back
yeah,
again.
he's like, no, you can't.
You're
you can't.
banned.
You're banned.
No more tickets for you.
Well, speaking of ban, can you ban me from making a move on my roster? Oh, yes, you can, because there's a red stop sign on it. With that being said, we're going to turn it over to Mr.
tried.
MacD.
He did.
I did. I tried to do something. We're going to start it
All
right
right.
there. Mr. MacD, if you can go ahead and give us fantasy.
All right.
Fantasy.
We'll jump into the MACKDOwn Fantasy Wrestling, not league, because we got the L out.
Exactly.
All right, so
League.
it is what it is. I suck. I'm in last place as of right now. I'm just going to jump into it. So I finished last this week. It put me last in the quarter rankings. So I'm fucking last. But bam, bam. What's up?
Nothing.
Everybody else had a pretty damn good week though. So I had 11 points to end the week. So pretty awful. And then we had Mr. B with 21 points in
Nice.
fourth place. Then we had AJ in third place with 22. Then we had Kimmy in second place with 23. And then Cam, the winner of the week, with 25 points.
Damn you, Cam.
2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row.
That's
Two
two-
time.
Well, hey, he's only 10 points down from the lead of the quarter. So we'll jump into that. I got 49 points. I'm in fifth place. We got Mr. B 1 point ahead, not in last place.
Yeah!
In fourth place,
About
Mr. B.
time.
About time to be
And then we got in third place, we got Cam with 66, then AJ 71, and then Kimmy retaining the belt as of right now with 76 points.
See,
Yeah.
here's the deal. I personally, if we didn't do all that changeroo with the Xavier Woods crap, you would be 1 point ahead right now, technically.
I'd still be winning, is
You'd
what you're
still
saying.
be. Oh
Gotcha.
shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
But rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
And-
And you can have your 5 now. Well, 4. Is it 4 or 5?
It's 4.
It's 5.
Well, it was 4 technically.
See, she confuses the fuck out of me, and then I'm just like, what's happening?
I was like, did that really happen?
Yeah, my brain goes into reset mode, and it's like rebooting. Hold on.
Well, I'm glad to be retaining and successfully defending my championship. At
How
this
much
point.
longer we have in this quarter?
Cam's nipping on the heels already, and it's
know.
like week 3.
I know.
And I had an 8.
He started with 8. Yeah. He started in last, and now has gone to first in 3 weeks.
I mean,
bam,
good
bam,
on
bam.
you, man.
Just like that.
That was week going through being banned from Canada.
It's because you took fucking Dakota, man.
Yeah.
Kimmy
Well,
was going to
Drew,
do that.
Drew being on a lot of TV too.
That Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's
though.
true. Drew has been.
Theory's been sucking for you.
I kind of knew that was going to happen, to be honest, as soon as
Did
I
you
picked
really?
him. Yeah, because every single person that I had picked to put in my male slot, essentially, had already been swooped up. All my backup were swooped. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck I want to put here. And so I just...
And she was the second pick.
Well, she went tag team. She
Third
did
pick.
She did it right though. She did tag team first.
then I'd pick Bailey, and then I picked Theory last.
Oh, okay, so
You
there was
picked your-
quite a few picks
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
No.
And I didn't want to pick like a Ciampa or fucking, you know what I mean? I wanted to try to get someone who was in some sort of, and he still has the fucking money in the bank. You know what I mean? So anyway, whatever. We'll see.
You were
what
thinking like cool appearance points, a match here and there,
happens. Yeah.
maybe a match and an appearance.
Yeah. I mean, he got 9 this week, which is cool. I mean, I know he has 5 overall, which
Yeah, I
he was
gonna say
making up a
negative.
deficit. But when he was there, he was getting a lot of points. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
too upset with my choice,
That's true.
But yeah, speaking of choices, segue into that.
Yeah, so we got some folks that want to make some moves.
So
Mr. B, you are up first as far as making moves because you scored a little bit less points than she did.
Yes, and you're
So you
you're
have
4th
first
overall.
opportunity to switch somebody.
So, yes, I'm going to make my move.
He's making his move.
It's
We
do-
knew he
it's
was.
happening.
All right, if we move over to
Oh,
catering.
he's looking right at me too. I already know what's fucking happening. He's looking right at me.
So who we taking here? And who you getting rid of?
Yeah, who are you getting rid of first?
Ripley.
You're getting rid of Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Getting rid of Rhea?
She hasn't had a match yet.
That's because she's gonna fight Dominic.
Well, that's not a match.
She really is going to fight Dominic.
How's that gonna work?
Okay,
Damn,
so
you
Rhea
getting rid of
Ripley
Rhea.
out.
Wow. Who are you putting in for Rhea?
Riddle.
Riddle, there it is. We knew it. We knew it was gonna happen.
So is he officially back officially?
Yeah, he was fighting.
He was cleared. He even
Alright.
said it himself on
I'm so glad because I knew Kimmy was waiting on that shit for weeks. So
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. D.
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy's like, well, I'll just pick up Charlotte.
Yeah, right. Charlotte's not back either. She will be though,
So why don't you wait?
because Kofi and fucking Xavier are killing my ass, dude. That's why. We'll see though. I don't know. Let me look at catering real quick.
Can you
So,
go up? Can you go
Riddle?
up to the top? See
Hang on.
who's
I don't even think I did. I update that? I think I did. Or was
It's
it
fine.
up till Monday?
You're good, man. I just need a general overlay. You know.
So sorry. Hang on. I gotta do this real fast. Okay, there.
Riddle.
Look at Ciampa. Damn.
These are changed, by the way. There's people that have a few more points.
Yeah.
Like I think Swerve in Our Glory has like 16 points right now.
Yeah, you have it on Keith Lee's name
Yeah.
at the bottom.
All these are accurate down here. So this is all accurate.
Damn, but you got Ciampa got 21. That's
Yeah,
I can't trust any AEW superstars. I'm sorry.
It's tough, man, right?
I
It's
can't
tough.
trust any of them.
The booking's so fucking erratic, it's hard to determine who's going to be on there.
Kimmy Ciampa seems like your best bet right now. You know he's gonna get TV time. They really. If you're wanting to get rid of Kofi.
Go back up.
Or even Happy Corbin, how's he doing? He's been losing a lot of matches.
Happy
though.
Corbin? He's got 2 points.
Yeah, he's been losing a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Liv is still open?
Yep.
Wow.
She sure is.
That might be good for you too, Kimmy. She's got that title match at the castle.
Yeah, but then also they just were hinting at the whole, Ronda Rousey, fucking Shayna Baszler, so I think like Shayna might win, and then like Ronda and Shayna are gonna have
you
like
think-
a
We
like a
booked that
thing.
whole we booked that whole territory.
Dude, we sat there for an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. It was like 4.5.
Dude, we talked, we yelled, we screamed, we cried. It was just crazy. Well, I cried. Like, because she has to.
Oh my god.
She has to beat her.
All right. What do we got here?
Okay, so I'm gonna make my move as well.
So just so you can see, so Wardlow actually, okay, so 13.
Yeah, I'm not going AEW either.
Okay.
You can't trust them. Can't trust AEW.
So what do we got?
Yeah, that's true. So I know I'm taking a risk doing this, but I kind of want to stack my team
Oh, okay.
a little bit. So I'm gonna take out Kofi /
Xavier.
Xavier.
Oh, so you're
Okay.
dropping both of them back into
Well, I have
the-
to because one's my replacement for my injured.
Yeah.
So if he comes out, the other one comes out,
Mm-hmm.
if so facto.
Okay.
And then I do want to take Asuka.
Asuka. Oh, Asuka.
So I know she's going to be clashing with some of my teammates, but I think either way they're getting a lot of TV time every week.
Right. It's either her or Alexa at this point.
Yeah.
So you're
But
gonna-
I don't want to take Alexa because she's... Oh,
because she's already taken.
I was like, what just happened? I just heard a ka-thunk and then...
He's just been fucking himself up all day.
He's trying to stab the back of his arm off and goddamn...
Break his ankle, and then he gets hit by a disc
He's
on
trying
his
to
ankle.
bust his goddamn... his kneecap.
Demon went like right in there.
Ow.
That sucks for you.
Okay, so there it is. So we have all made our move.
All right.
We're all locked.
So everybody's locked.
This is the team in case of injury.
This is Teams to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn right. That's right. Right. Till Survivor Series. That's the end of the quarter.
Yep.
Wow. Oh. Oh.
Holy shit.
Why are you so large?
Why, you fucking asshole. Fine, we'll do it that way.
Oh, damn. Mr. B has been eliminated. Damn, I think the tag team divisions have really screwed up our damn teams.
No. Even though, you know, the Usos aren't going to be at the fucking pay-per-view.
Sure ain't.
All right, well,
I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
And girls.
I think so too. We're all locked. This
Are we
is
done?
it.
We made it. We made it.
Until
See
next
us
week.
all how this all works out.
I'm hoping that John Moxley wins and retains his interim championship next week, Wednesday.
Intermium?
I hope the Street Profits come back finally and don't get me any negatives anymore.
Yeah,
I
man.
think it's time
Good
for
luck.
Mox for a vacation. So, you know, hopefully he loses and takes a couple weeks off. That'd be great.
That might be what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what they do, because since they're moving the world title match to Wednesday, I have no fucking idea what they're going to do for the pay-per-view. So,
Hopefully they just show up. Otherwise, ooh.
MJF is the only thing I could think of at this point that they would possibly do, but that
That's
would make
what.
zero
That's kind of
sense.
been the rumor.
Tony needs to pop a rating, man.
It doesn't make sense.
This is probably the first time I haven't felt like excited to buy a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I don't really care to
when
watch
is it?
this
When is
pay-per-view. It's the weekend of Clash of the fucking Castle, I think.
So it's Memorial
It's like
Day
the 4th
weekend.
or the 5th or
So
the
it's the-
6th or something like that. Yeah.
So it's Memorial Day weekend.
I
I mean, not
believe so.
Memorial.
Well, hang on.
Labor Day weekend.
September
4th. Yeah, so it's the next day.
Wow.
It is that same weekend.
I would like them. I would like
Holy
to see them add more
fuck.
pay-per-views.
So that means damn, I might as well just
I
live
was
down
gonna say,
here.
guess we're
at this
hanging out
point.
that weekend.
I might as well just live down here. It's like no point of me going home.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you again for joining us. Catch us on all of the most popular platforms where you can find podcasts, Spotify,
Except
not iTunes. Fuck iTunes.
Fuck iTunes, man.
Yeah.
So like,
Quit making your
subscribe.
shit so difficult.
So like, subscribe, and comment at MACKDOwn Podcast.
At MACKDOwn Podcast.
At MACKDOwn Podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. And I guess on that note, we'll see you next time right here on the MACKDOwn Podcast. Would you just ring the bell already?
It's chaos! It's pandemonium!
For the love of God, Mike, count faster.
Mr. B's out.
Bathroom break.
Mr. B's done. Mr. B's needs
To use the bathroom.
to use the bathroom.
Oh, man.
All right, well, that was right.
AEW just... It's not a draw, dude.
Dude, here's the deal. You're right.
How in the fuck do like, for real, though, how do we not... Like, we're like, what can we do better? And we're all just like... With what they have, there's nothing
When
that
you-
they can, like, actually boost the ratings with.
Mike, when you can give us a topic that kind of leaves me a little bit speechless, come on, bro.
Do you think that they should condense Dark and Elevation to just
Those
Ring of
shouldn't
Honor?
even be shows.
They should use
They
those for Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor
slots.
platforms, right. Get Ring of Honor
Yeah,
back
the
into the buzz.
Dark and Elevation, like, does
Nobody watches it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Like,
so-
and if they do, you're like the hardcore, which fine, whatever. But like, it shouldn't mean anything.
That's the super niche, like the super niche.
It's like fans of people who are like, man, I gotta watch Superstars this week. I gotta watch Main Event this week. It's like, do you though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just watching it.
You
'cause
just watch it
wanna
because you want to see
wrestling.
some wrestling, right?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that, but also it's like don't try to put forward like main event storylines or like primary storylines on that
those
shit.
right?
Oh, hey, so what about the fucking House of the Dragons or whatever?
Oh yeah, we can try to turn that on right now and
It
see
says
if
when
it's.
the lights go out, Mr. B and I came to visit from WWE 2K.
What? Mr. B.
Yeah.
What?
WWE 2K, the wrestling video game, just put this weird ass. That's Bray Wyatt's entrance.
What
with
does it
somebody
say
else
again?
on there. It says, read it, Dad, read it, Mike. What does it say? Because I'm making sure.
It looks like Sister Abigail. It says when their lights go out, Mr. B and I come to visit. Little Sister's BioShock.
And it's from WWE's official video game platform.
I wonder
Who's
if that's
Mr.
what they
B?
meant. Mr. Bray.
Celebrating 15 years of 2K's
Wouldn't that be some shit?
Bioshock.
They're gonna call him Mr. B.
Wouldn't that be some shit, dude?
That
If
would
they
be
called Bray
hilarious.
Mr. B.
But I would be like, that is proof. It's proof. You're listening to our fucking podcast.
They probably are. Hunter's probably like, what did they say this
Dude,
week?
because there's been some times where we say some shit and then they do it, and I'm like, man, because we have some subscribers, I can't see who they are. They're like anonymous, like
Yeah,
non-visible subscribers.
the anonymity.
The anonymity. I can't. Anonymity. I sounded like Eminem right there. Anonymity. I got anonymity.
Anonymity.